Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I've got the DRZ4SM, kindly lent to me by A&D Motorcycles. This is their demonstrator, so if you want a test ride and you're in North Wales, give them a call. I've had a lot of fun getting to where I am today. Perfect supermoto road, single track, pretty empty, lots of bumps and crests and twists, so a lot of fun on this bike. What are my initial thoughts on it? Well, it's undoubtedly a DRZ. If you've had or ridden an older one, you'll feel immediately at home on this. It's not so different, it's just improved in many ways. The addition of the traction control, as well as the 3 rider modes, only really add to the bike. Some might say they're not absolutely necessary, and obviously, if they just made it with 1 power mode, it would still be a fantastic bike. But the fact that you've got the option only adds to it. The levels of traction control as well. I've actually found myself using that, to be fair, especially coming up here. There's a couple of corners that I've come across, sort of water running across the road. So it's there, and it's a handy thing to have. You can turn the rear ABS off as well, really easily, and it'll remember that setting every time that you do an ignition cycle as well. So how does it feel compared to the older one? I had a 2000 model DRZ4S. Admittedly, it's the off-road bike, it's not a supermoto, but it's as close as you're going to get. The way I would describe this is like a very well-modified original DRZ. Someone that's upgraded the brakes, they've made the fueling perfect, plus the suspension is better than the original, plus you've got the electronics package that you could never have had on the old one. So it's a genuine upgrade. The big question is about the 6th gear. People ask for a 6th gear. I think I've tried to hook 6th gear once, and that was at 60 mile an hour. But it's quite happy sat at 60 in 5th. I don't think it's absolutely necessary. It'd be nice, but it's not a deal breaker. Now, if you're regularly going on 70 mile an hour or higher roads in other countries, then naturally you'd want a 6th gear. But it kind of begs the question, if you're regularly going on 70 mile an hour roads, is a 400cc supermoto the best bike for you? A couple of other noteworthy things that I don't think have been mentioned on other channels. This is a faux tank. The original was a metal tank here. This is now a plastic shroud, and the metal tank sits under this shroud. It's shaped to look like the original DRZ, which I think is a nice touch. The plastic looks like it's going to scratch pretty easily. The other thing, I shall show you. The original had Zeus fasteners here for the airbox cover. Now you need the ignition key, an 8mm socket, and a screwdriver just to get into the airbox. You used to be able to get the tank off these and do a plug in a matter of minutes. Now you've got a lot more to take off. And that's by nature of it. It's a modern bike with modern additions deliberately and forcibly through emissions laws. All the electronics on the bike, they have to fit in somewhere. Sadly, it just means it's less accessible to quickly service. One noteworthy thing was that people love the original bike so much because it was so user-friendly. A mode might surprise you if you've never ridden a single or quite a new rider, because it's quite punchy. But if you leave it in B mode, or especially C mode, it's not going to get away from you. It's a friendly bike to ride. It's the sort of thing whereas if you've ridden a couple of bikes before, you'll get on this and you'll feel at home. It's a lot of fun. The motor is very punchy down low. That makes for great fun on these back roads, even on bigger A roads as well. It starts to get a bit breathless towards 60 plus. That's not what it's for really. These types of roads here where you're on single track and it's all twisty, I don't think I could think of a better bike to ride, to be honest with you. The bike looks after you. You've got the electronics, the brakes and suspension are good. I'd say the suspension was actually a little bit soft, but it's fully adjustable. You don't have the bumpy Welsh roads we do. You know your tarmac's going to be smooth and you can just stiffen it up a bit. The brakes are surprisingly good. They're not even fully bedded in, but if you pull the lever, the thing stops. So nice pleasant surprise there from a single disc. So overall, it's a good bike. It's a lot of fun. You've seen through the riding footage. I've had an awful lot of fun out here just for a couple of hours this morning. It's not going to replace your touring bike, it's not going to replace your sports bike, but that's not what it's for. If you want something for back roads, twisty roads, you want something light, easy to ride, this is a really good answer to it. It's Suzuki, it's going to be reliable. The price on these is $7,999. I think if you can make a list of all the things you want from a bike and this ticks it, really what other options are there? You've got the 390 KTM, but does that have Suzuki's build quality and reliability? I think it'd do everything that a small capacity naked bike would do. I don't see why not. It's fine sat at 60, it'd be a great commuter. And then you get the added benefit of being able to do all these back lanes in absolute comfort. I would not want to take a sports bike up here. It just wouldn't be fun. You'd be trundling along in first gear everywhere. Whereas this thing, you can let loose and have fun. I think the same would go for like a 100 horsepower naked bike. It wouldn't be as fun nearly as this is. So these are the sorts of roads you want to be going and doing. And trust me, I recommend it. Then this is a great option. Well, that concludes the video. I hope I've been of some help to some of you who wanted to watch a video on the DRZ here in the UK. They're just starting to come through now, these demonstrators and the dealers. So get out and see what you think. See what you think. There's a lot of talk on these, and there has been for the last year whilst we've been waiting for them to come into the UK. The only thing you can really do is go out and try them. I think it's a damn good bike, and I think the majority of people that have ridden them, I just think they're a damn good bike too. If you've ridden the original DRZ and you liked it, you will like this bike. I hope this has been of some help to you and you've enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.